Dear students, from presentation number 6 to 9, we discuss fundamentals of conformational analysis and conformational analysis of ethane, butane, and cyclohexane. Now, in the curriculum of Gujarat University, in this chapter, 2 points are still left. They are EZ nomenclature and RS nomenclature. And I'm sure that you all knew a little bit about RS nomenclature, which you studied in 12th standard. So in this presentation, let us discuss EZ nomenclature. If you focus in this about these two geometrical isomers, we all know that this isomer in which identical groups lie diagonally across. Here you can see that 2-chloro and 2-methyl. Similarly, here for this isomer, identical groups lie at the same side of a double bond. So clearly such geometrical isomers can be defined as trans and cis respectively. We all knew this thing. But now if you focus on this compound, we can also draw its geometrical isomer. Now it can define neither clearly as a cis nor as a trans. The reason is that at one side of double bond, two hydrogens are there, but the other side of double bond, one chloro and one methyl group is there. So such compounds which cannot be defined as cis or trans, to distinguish between their configuration, we are using EZ nomenclature. So now you should understand that when EZ nomenclature is used. So how we can use EZ nomenclature? So first of all, to assign EZ nomenclature, we have to determine the priority numbers of groups attached with both doubly bonded carbons. Now how the priority numbers can be given? It is the same process which we follow in RS nomenclature. Let me remind you, in RS nomenclature, we give 1 to 4 priority to the 4 groups attached with chiral or asymmetric carbon by using CIP rules. CIP rule means Kahn, Ingold and Prelog, the name of the 3 scientists who designed these rules. So we give the 1, 2, 3, 4 priority. Here the only difference is that we individually give 1, 2 and 1, 2 priority to the groups attached with both doubly bonded carbons. So that's the only change, otherwise rules are the same. Now, after assigning the priority, if same groups with the same priority, if they lie at the same side, it means that if both the group 1 and group 2, if they lie at the same side, we called such a configuration as Z configuration. It is a German term. Z stands for the Zusammen and its English meaning is together. So it makes sense. Both first prior group at the same side together they are. Similarly, if both first prior group and both second prior group, if they are opposite, then that isomer or that configuration is called E. Angigen, its meaning is opposite. So let us try to understand this thing by example. You can see that this and this, they are geometric isomer because if you compare position of bromine and iodine is altered here. So these two are geometric isomers. Moreover, F fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. All the four are different. So they cannot be defined as a cis or trans. So as I explained, first let us discuss the priority of both the groups attached with both doubly bonded carbons individually. So chlorine and chloro and fluoro group. Chlorine is 17th element. Let me remind you. How can we determine priority? More the atomic number of the atom, more will be the priority. So chlorine 17th element, fluoro ninth element. So obviously chloro would be given first priority and fluoro second. Similarly here I and Br. So bromine is the 35th element of the periodic table, but iodine is even its atomic number is even more than that. So I would take first priority and bromo would take second. Now forget the group and just focus on the number. Both first groups, they are opposite. So obviously second groups are also opposite. So this configuration is called Ng-Gen E configuration. Now here you can see that both first prior group and both second prior groups, they are at the same side together. That's why this configuration is called Zusammen. So friends, let me remind you a difference between the cis trans and the Ez. See, in cis, we always say same groups lie at a same side. Same groups. And for trans, we say same groups lie diagonally across. Here we say groups with the same priority at the same side. One group at the same side, two group at the same side, and equally prior group at diagonally across. So this is the way you can remember Ez nomenclature. It is very easy. Let me tell you one more thing. In any competitive exam of the chemistry, Ez nomenclature is always there. And the example which I explained just, it's a very simple, but in most competitive exams, you will be given the compound with more than one double bond. So let me show you like this. You can see that in this compound there are two double bonds. So whatever exercise we just did to determine whether it is E or Z for single double bond, you should repeat the same exercise for as many as double bonds are there in the given question individually. So let us try to understand this thing with one such example. This is pentadiene system. See, this red is number of carbon chain 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are two double bonds. One is immediately after the first carbon, another after the third carbon. So it is 1,3 pentadiene. I made a mistake in writing the name. It should be actually on a second carbon there is a methyl, and on one first, third and fourth carbon you can see that there are three chloro. So actually its name should be 2-methyl 1,3,4 trichloro, but I forgot to write here 2-methyl. So this example is in front of you. So we should individually determine the configuration about this double bond as well as this double bond by the same exercise which we just did for a simple compound. That's the only thing. We will repeat this exercise twice. And you can see one more thing. To avoid ambiguity or confusion, for this double bond I have used circles. For this double bond I have used rectangles. So first let us check, let us determine the configuration about this double bond. So same thing, here with this carbon there is a chlorine and a hydrogen. So obviously chloro would take first priority and hydrogen too. Now this carbon, one side it is attached with the CH3, so directly attached is carbon, and here also there is a carbon which is not written because double bond. So when carbon-carbon are same, so we compare other atoms. So here you can see that this carbon having chloro, which is a 17th element, and here it is attached with another carbon via double bond. So in the CIP rules, whenever there is a double bond, we treat it as if there are two single bonds. So here you can see that this carbon attached with three hydrogens, and hydrogen's atomic number is a 1, so 1 1 1, while this carbon is attached with one chloro and two carbons, so 17 6 and 6. So this carbon would take first priority and this would take second priority. Now you can see that equally prior group at a relatively trans position, so it is E configuration about this double bond. Same exercise we will repeat for this one, but here now we will use the rectangle. So first chloro and carbon, so 1 and 2. Similarly here it is very easy, chloro and carbon, so 1 and 2. Now you can see the rectangles only, forget the structure, 2 1 and 2 1. So equal prior groups at relatively trans, so or opposite, that's why it is also E. So ideally name of this particular isomer should be 2-methyl, as I said, I forgot, 1,3,4 trichloro. Now whenever I will write double bond, I will write 1 in a bracket E, 3 in a bracket E, penta di. So this is the way its name should be written. Let us check the nomenclature of its one of the isomer. So this time I will only change position of this chloro and hydrogen in the next slide. Remaining thing I am keeping as it is. So now you can compare chloro and hydrogen's uh, position is interchange. Now this double bond, because we kept everything as it is, so E. But now let us check this one, chloro and hydrogen 1 2, and here we already discussed 1 2. So now equal prior group, they lie at the same side, 1 2 1 1 2 2. So now this double bonds configuration is Z. So whenever we write name, the name of this particular isomer should be 2-methyl, as I said, I forgot, 1,3,4 trichloro. The moment I will write 1 Z, 3 E penta di. So this is the way. This kind of examples are always there in any competitive exams of the chemistry. So I hope that you will understand EZ nomenclature, simple systems, and little bit complex. It's not a complex, but the systems having more than one double bonds. But we are repeating the same procedure for double bonds individually.